Okay, so one of the areas that we don't often consider when we're trying to make changes to our diet, for whatever reason, it could be a body comp related one where you're looking to lose some body fat, it could be health related, it could be performance related. Okay, so it doesn't really matter the goal, but if you're trying to make changes to your diet and your nutritional strategy, one of the areas that we forget to look at is environment and the role that it plays in our success or not. The, the two areas that you kind of want to look at mostly are the foods that you keep in your house or in the places that you frequent. So it could be your office, it could be your car, and the routes that you take to places. Okay, so the first one is fairly obvious. If you're constantly keeping a supply of the foods that are difficult for you to say no to, or difficult for you to say, you know, you can't just have one biscuit, you have to have the whole pie, or you can't just have one donut, you have to have the whole box. Okay, if you keep these foods on tap the whole time, it's going to be very difficult for you to say no to for any length of time. No matter how strong your willpower is, eventually you are going to be tired, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be hungry, you're going to fall into old habits, and you will reach for those foods. Okay, now not keeping them in your house or in your office or car doesn't mean that you can't ever have them. It just means that you have to make a more considered decision about when you have them. Okay, if you have to jump in your car, you have to drive to the supermarket in order to buy a packet of custard creams, then one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to change your mind and realize that you don't want them, or you're going to get to the supermarket, and if you still want them at that point, then you pick them up and you indulge a little bit. Okay, but the point is you've made a decision, a conscious decision about having them. It's not a subconscious, habit-driven impulse that you have followed. Okay, you've made a decision about having them. Excuse me. The other one is, excuse me. The other one is the routes that you take to places that you go to often. So it might be your commute to work, for example. If you constantly go past your favourite donut shop, no matter again how good your willpower is, at some point you're going to look in that window, you're going to see a nice chocolate donut or whatever, and you're going to go in and have it. All right. If you just subtly change your route to work, where you don't have to go past your favorite donut shop every single day, then again, you're not saying you can't ever have it. You're saying that if you want it, you have to make a conscious decision to go get it. Okay, which makes it less likely that you're going to pick up one on impulse or habit, and you're going to enjoy it probably more because you made a decision that you're going to get that donut and you're going to enjoy it. All right, so it's two simple things that you can think about that are fairly easy to implement and can make it a whole lot easier to stay on track with your nutrition plan. Again, for whatever your purpose is. Now, it could be a fat loss one where you're trying to limit calories, and having these foods on tap the whole time makes it difficult for you to stay in the calorie deficit. It could be a health driven one. Okay, so your intrinsic motivation there is a lot higher, but again, willpower is going to be limited by stresses, by tiredness, by habit. Okay, so by not having these things in here, it's easier for you to make a better decision for your health going forwards. And for performance, again, you're looking to fuel your body with the right stuff. And sometimes these hyper palatable foods are not going to do any favors on a performance level. Okay, so whatever your goal is, thinking about your environment and how that impacts your decision making process around food and nutrition can be a massive step forward in improving your consistency and improving your results. All right, so just a little something to think about. If you have any questions, you know where I am. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.